Hey guys, happy Monday. Welcome to episode 38 of New Makeup Releases Monday. I am going to be filming, editing, and uploading this video all in the same day. Doesn't always happen that way, but it was a bit of an exciting weekend. So let's get into it. I'm just going to do my base makeup, I think. I have to film some other videos for upcoming launches, which we cannot talk about just yet. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't done something like this in a hot second and it might be a huge disaster, but anyway, let's get into it. I'm not going to be talking too much about the products I'm putting on my face. Everything's probably going to be stuff you've already seen on my channel. I just need to get my base on so we can get on with the rest of our time. So let's go ahead and talk about some new makeup. So the first thing I want to talk about, let's actually go, I use my save folder, but right here on Blend Bunny, we've got some exciting news. They're expanding into lip products and it says part 1 of our lip collection. These versatile, perfect glam lip sets. Matte lip creams are light, comfortable, and gorgeous. Each comes with their partner pencil, a shade or two darker for a subtle ombre effect if you choose it. So we have Tease, Like a Pro, Doll Face, and Haunting. Price of each lip set is $22 and it'll be launching 10/15. That is so exciting. So there are some really beautiful shades. Haunting is a deep eggplant, leaning red. Tease is a light cashmere inspired brown, which I'm all about. Dollface is a cool tone nudie rose, which is beautiful, and Like a Pro is a perfect true red. So it says this collection, yes, 2 more parts are coming. Was very photo shoot, old Hollywood wedding day, gorgeous clientele, holiday glam inspired, a staple for working makeup artists, bold but soft glam for classic beauty inspired looks, and what I perceive to be timeless beauty pieces just in time for the holidays. So these shades look really beautiful. I love a brown liquid lipstick, so that's the one I'm most attracted to, and then Dollface looks really pretty as well. So I don't know if I'm going to get this sent in PR. Usually Blend Bunny does send me PR, so I will keep you guys posted. I do have a code with them. It's KHMAKEUP, and I don't know, did you guys like it last week when I just put the discount codes on the screen? I'm trying to get less intense about mentioning discount codes, but I'm always conflicted, so always looking for feedback on that. But yeah, I'm so pumped to see them expanding. I mean, they did brushes, they did lashes, and now it's time for lipstick. So yeah, very, very cool, and yeah, I'm excited to see. Okay, so next, this is gonna be very different, you guys, okay? Like I said, we're just trying something new. I like to have the format of me just talking about the products only and not doing my makeup, but gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so we have from Unearthly, they posted this sneak peek. I think these are new glosses, and it has that packaging from their satin collection. So it looks really cool. I also posted a big Unearthly video this weekend on Saturday because I got all the Halloween palettes in and I just wanted to like test them out. So let me show them to you because I have them right here. So I have So Strange, the Weirdos, it looks like that. And we've got Warms My Blood. And we've got 1964. So if you guys want to see like a quick little eye look, some swatches, and all the things with these palettes, I do have that on my channel. I'll try to link it, but it was literally my last video. And then also Unearthly did have a launch on Friday. So they actually launched their Molten Chromes. They launched new shades. So it's 5 new Molten Chromes. They also launched or relaunched and restocked their liquid lipsticks. So their matte liquid lipsticks, former shades will be available. And I think there's some new shades too. So I really, really need to place an order. I haven't yet because I'm waiting because they said they're going to restock their Low Life highlighter palette. So there's a few things I want to buy and I kind of just want to do one order because their shipping's like $12. So I want to make sure I can really capitalize on my shipping costs. And then also actually the owner of Unearthly sent me their sponges, so I'm using the sponges. They're really nice. I've only used this one so far. They also restocked some palettes. I think they restocked like Don't Be Jelly, and there's a few other ones. There's a lot going on. They also stocked new lashes. So these are their color lashes, and they're really cool because they have like a hint of green, a hint of purple, a hint of red, like very, very fun. I've never worn lashes like that, so I think it's like perfect for Halloween, depending on what your costume is and things like that. So check all of that out, because sometimes I promise you I cannot keep up with Unearthly because they've got so many cool things coming out. So yeah, I was really excited to see that their liquid lipsticks are back because they're so lovely, and I really like the shade Leaves. And there's another shade that I really used to enjoy, and now I need to grab them again because I believe it's repackaged. So I can't wait to test them out for you guys. I'll keep you posted in an upcoming video once I place that order. So yeah, that was like my big Unearthly announcement, that I just saw so many things. They're like sneak peeking and new drops and things like that. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, I'm so excited for Terra Moon. They are launching a palette called the Cosmic Wanderer, and this is a $52 palette, 12 pan, duochrome shimmers and mattes, and it's launching 10/14. So I really want to grab this. I like the look of this. I will say it's definitely more jewel tone. And so I'm interested to see if these mattes will contrast enough, because we have like Gravity and Triangulum. Those look like really dark blues, but then that teal shade called Elara and Chromosphere also look pretty similar. So I kind of wish we had more contrast in the shades, but I'm also just going off like a picture I'm seeing online. I don't necessarily know what this is going to look like in person. I do have Terra Moon's El Barrio palette. That was their first eyeshadow palette that they did, and they did send that one to me in PR. I don't think I'm going to get this one in PR just because I haven't really been keeping up with the brand's newest launches. But I think I might pick this up if you guys are interested. I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes still that I need to play with. I finally got my Dark Fantasy, is that what it's called, from Beauty Bay, and I got the new Huda palette. My order took a little bit longer for the Huda palette because I placed it on Sephora and I bought something that needed to ship hazmat. So that's why you haven't seen my Huda video yet. But I did take a poll on Instagram, and a lot of you said that you wanted to see the Huda palette before any of the other palettes I mentioned. So I'm going to try and prioritize that. But like I said, I have some other launches that I need to work on that haven't been announced yet. So that's what I'm going to be filming with after this. But it's crazy, y'all. It's not even really holiday yet. It's only October and I'm like dying over here. Just kidding. That's a little dramatic. Okay, we should talk about this Vive launch. I actually got an email about this. Vive has launched the 90s collection. It consists of a cool toned palette and 3 limited edition modern matte lipsticks. You can get it at viveco.uk. The 90s eyeshadow palette is $55. Limited edition modern matte lipsticks are $24 each. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of Vive's makeup. I did buy some of it when it first launched, and I thought it was really nice. I love her blushes and stuff like that. I haven't purchased in a while because her makeup, I think it ships from the UK, and if you buy it on her website, you know, it's pretty pricey for the shipping and stuff. And I've mentioned in a few of these videos and a few videos on my channel, with YouTube kind of slowing down a little bit, I just don't make as much as I used to with AdSense. Maybe I didn't always make the best decisions with my money. Like I wasn't really putting enough away as far as like my YouTube revenue to just like even have extra or just like a little bit of savings for my channel. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more mindful. I honestly, this is kind of embarrassing, but I honestly would just spend like all of my AdSense on makeup, and then I'd have really nothing to show for it at the end of the month. So I'm trying to be like a little bit more conscious of that. I don't want to end every month with like $0 in my YouTube bank account. So I don't know, maybe that's TMI, but I just want to be honest with you guys. It is what it is, you know, it is what it is. YouTube is technically my job, but I'm definitely a makeup collector at heart. So all of that to say, it's very expensive. Like, makeup is kind of pricey for me right now, and this palette is a very cool toned vibe. I'm like really getting into warm tone palettes, but also I'm not into them enough to pay for this palette to come all the way across the pond. So it's gonna be a pass on that for me. And next we have from Belle Cosmetics. They launched a new collection. I think these are like individual pigments, so I decided to pass on it, but it is their Fruity Realms collection and it's already out, and there's a few different shades. So yeah, these look like multi-chromes. I mean, I definitely probably have most of those colors in my collection, so it's not something that I am planning to pick up. And then we have from Martine Cosmetics. It's hard, their stuff doesn't translate anymore and I don't really know, but it's just a little sneak peek. I don't know what this is referencing, but it looks like something to do with space. So I will keep an eye out. I think it looks like maybe an eyeshadow palette, but I don't know what this translates to. And yeah, it looks cool though, because it's got like definitely some green and black pigment. So I don't know, it looks very like out of space, very like unearthly type vibe. So I'm very curious. Oh, the other thing too is I saw Manny MUA's stories. He had posted that there's going to be a Lunar Beauty launch this month. It says, by the way, a new Lunar Beauty launch happening this month. Any guesses? And it's like the Northern Lights, like the Aurora Borealis. I hope I didn't butcher that, but it looks really interesting. It's again shades of green, blue, and like black. So I'm very, very curious if he's going to be doing like a Halloween launch that's like greens. I'm going to be totally here for that. So yeah, I just wanted to mention. And then we have from Ace Beauty, they're sneak peeking a fall palette. It says, and here she is, all her flawless autumnal glory. We are so excited. These teasing videos are killing me. Like, I feel like just maybe like one teaser, but now there's one where they like open the palette and then the screen like stops, so you can't see the shades, of course. So I'm very, very curious. It looks from the packaging like it's going to be a neutral palette, but I'm hoping that Ace Beauty will give us something extra. Okay, I really wanted to talk about this. So LYS has some holiday sets. They're introducing 2 limited edition holiday kits with formulas you know and love. 3-piece glossy lip treatment oil set, and then we have a 3-piece satin matte cream blush set, and those are available now on Sephora. I will link them down below for you guys. I think that LYS has really nice cream blushes, and I haven't tried the lip oils, but you know, lip oils are pretty popular right now, and I would be interested, but I'm also not, because your girl needs a lip oil or like a cream blush like she needs a hole in her head. It was so funny. I was talking to one of my friends this week and she's like, actually I probably need a hole in my head more than I need makeup, and it made me chuckle. So I have some lip balm on. So yeah, I'm gonna try and be good, but I know that LYS cream pretty popular. I really want to throw on like blush and highlight, but I need to see. I want to match whatever I put on to my eye look, so I'm just pretty much done. I'm just going to throw on like a neutral lip shade, but yeah, I wanted to mention those sets from LYS. Also, Cleona launched a Halloween collection, which is so exciting. So they launched 9-pan Halloween multi-chrome bundles, brand new nail lacquer trio, and 5-piece brush set. Oh my gosh, I have the original stained glass brush set and it's so good. And I really want to pick up this brush set too, but I don't need any brushes right now. It would be really irresponsible of me to buy brushes. So I decided to wait, but those brushes look so pretty. Have you guys seen them? If you haven't, you should look, or I'll post a picture obviously for you guys to check out as well. So I do have a code with Cleona. I don't know if you can use it on this collection, but it's just KHMAKEUP and you should be able to save some money on that. But I'm just excited to see them do a Halloween launch, because I feel like a lot of the time they're really focused on their stained glass, and so I think this is a fun way to like re-promote. And the nail polishes look so stunning, and I have 2 of their nail polishes too from the Emily Violet Marie launch, which restocked. I posted about it on my community tab if you guys have been wanting to pick that up, and that nail polish was so good, so I'm assuming their new shades are really good too. Next we have the collaboration between Bella Beauty Bar and Brittany Huffman. This is dropping October 18th at 8 p.m. $59 new Luxe Matte formula. This formula is in the last few palettes released, 2 duochromes and 3 multichromes. I can't believe the time is here. We've been working on this since June. I'm really wanting something that gave fall rainbow vibes with colors that you could use together in multiple ways to keep you inspired. So I'm reading the creator of this palette's Instagram post when she revealed it. So yeah, it looks cute. I definitely gravitate towards the right side of the palette with those purples and greens. It looks really, really pretty. I'm still a little bummed that I missed their Strange and Unusual palette. Listen, that palette's gonna haunt me because all my friends that have it really love it. But this one I don't really love for me, like the yellows and stuff. So I think I'm gonna pass on this, but congratulations to the brand and the creator. It's always so cool to see, you know, indie brands partnering with creators that they love, and the artwork of this is so cute too. We also have from Sigma Beauty, they sent me this palette. I think they had sneak peeked it and then they announced it after I posted my video. So it's Sigma and Diana Saldana, and I actually got to meet her when I was at Sigma a couple of months ago, and she was, I think, shooting the campaign for this particular palette. It's definitely a very neutral palette, but it's so pretty, and Sigma did such a great job with her on picking out shades. I think this is such a easy everyday palette, and if you guys follow her, you'll see it's very much complimentary of her makeup style. So totally makes sense, super beautiful. I think this is gonna be such a hit palette between a lot of people out there. So you guys will have to let me know if you pick that one up. By the way, I feel like I need to say this, but this is all I'm gonna do for makeup. I'm gonna do like the rest of my makeup when I film my eyeshadow, but this already launched from Adept. I don't know if this is sold out, but I bought the bundle. I'm so excited. So these are their multi-dimensional, gently pigmented, nourishing vegan gelée powders. So they're all face palettes. I feel like Adept posted a lot of swatches and like options for people to see, but I still don't know exactly what to expect. So I'm really excited to get these. $22 each and $65 for the bundle. So I was really excited because Adept is definitely a pricier brand, but they're an indie brand, so it makes sense. And yeah, so I'm just like really pumped to play with those and see what the formula is like and all of that good stuff. Of course, the Sephora sale got announced, so let me know if there's any particular types of videos you'd like to see for Sephora. Then we have RuPaul's makeup collection. So this is new makeup by RuPaul, You're a Star Baby online. I think Superdrug, is that just like a drugstore? I'm not quite sure. I think it is a British drugstore chain. And so there's a bunch of stuff. Honestly, a lot of it looks very Makeup Revolution-esque to me. So I will be very curious to see what people think of that. If they post about it on social media, I will definitely be curious to hear. Okay, we also have a sneak peek of Kylie Cosmetics Halloween collection. They're collabing with Batman, so that'll be interesting. I mean, sometimes Kylie does some interesting stuff, so I'm curious, but I probably won't buy it. I feel like Halloween replaced holiday this year, or like, if this is what Halloween is like, I don't even want to imagine the amount of holiday collections that are still to be announced. And I mean, it's like mid-October, so these brands are gonna have to work fast if they want to get the stuff to their customers by Halloween, which I think is wild. Another Halloween launch. This I was not expecting at all. I saw Glamlite like teasing this and I'm like, okay, like when are they gonna launch this? I'm guessing it has to be sometime this week because did Barbie launch like 2 weeks ago? And now we've got Glamlite and Scooby Doo. I'm excited. I definitely am a Scooby Doo fan. So depending on what this palette looks like, I might just do an order with the Glamlite X Scooby Doo and the Glamlite Barbie eyeshadow palette. I do love Glamlite and they have one of my favorite like indie formulas, but I have so many of their palettes. I feel like a lot of their color stories, I'm just kind of waiting to see something a little bit different, something a little bit more mixed up and less predictable. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on them. We'll see. What do you guys think? Are you excited? I can't think of a lot of Scooby-Doo collections off the top of my head, but I always forget about this stuff, so I'm sure you guys will remind me. And I know I saw a different indie brand had done a Scooby-Doo collection, so yeah, it's wild when there's more than one brand doing the same franchise at the same time. I think that's just speaking to how much there is as far as makeup every day, like it's being released all the time. Okay, we have from Kimshi Beauty, this is the Holy Fairy Tale eyeshadow palette. 01 Cottage Core includes 40 pressed pigments in pastels, bright colors from rush green to mushroom reds, $40. So I try to think like maybe this would be a palette I would have bought if I didn't have a lot of makeup, but I just am so overwhelmed looking at this. I know a lot of people had commented saying a lot of the shades look very repetitive, and I have to agree. And I just feel like the swatches, like I would love to see swatches on a darker skin tone because the skin tone's more like maybe like my skin tone, maybe a little lighter than my skin tone. Yeah, this is a lot. So I'd be curious to know who's planning on picking that up, but it's definitely not going to be me. So we have a MAC collection that launched for holiday. This is like, you know, the signal of holidays, of course, when MAC launches their holiday collection. So there's a Velvet Teddy set, which looks kind of cool. I know a lot of people love that. So it's a Velvet Teddy Party Crew Vault for $80. That's pretty pricey. It's cute though. There's also this little mini like lipstick set. What is this? 2 Tastes of Bubbly mini lipstick kits. That looks adorable. There's some eyeshadow palettes. This little thing in a bowl looks so cute. So a bunch of different kits and collections and little bundles, which are always fun. I'm not interested, but I feel like those are very giftable products. And I definitely remember being crazy for the MAC holiday sets when I kind of first started getting into makeup. We also have a new collaboration from Colourpop. This is Colourpop X Snitchery. I have looked a little bit at their Instagram and it's very, very cool. And I saw my friend actually create a really cute look with this collection, and the lippy stick in the black shade looked really pigmented and nice. So yeah, this is definitely not for me, but it's very cute. And I know a lot of people were saying that it's nice to see somebody do a collab without the eyeshadow palette. And I mean, that's definitely something that is different right now. I think that as a creator, it would be fun to do a eyeshadow palette. That's definitely like, I feel like almost like a status symbol of success when it comes to being a YouTube beauty creator, is having an eyeshadow palette collaboration. But I've definitely thought about like collaborations and like what else I would like to do, and I've always thought it would be so fun to do a lipstick collaboration, just because I feel like I'm so specific on the color I want. Like I love colors like this, and I feel like brands always, when they are starting up a lip line, they're always gravitating towards the mauve shades, and I'm like, I just want somebody to make an all brown like tan girl friendly lip collection, if that makes any sense. Okay, next we have KKW and her skin home accessory collection. I don't even understand. Like, this isn't makeup. It's literally just like homeware. Like, we've got a round container for $69, a vanity tray for $65, tissue box for $89. Does that at least come with like free tissues, or what? Like a lifetime supply of tissues? Waste basket for $129, canister for $65, and the bundle is $355. My question is, if this is like hand poured concrete. What is the shipping on this? Has anybody checked? I'm gonna look and see if I can find it, and I'll put it on the screen for you guys, because I mean, it looks lightweight, but I mean, even like you'd have to pack it pretty well so it doesn't crack, right? Man, I would love to know who's buying that. We've got Wet n Wild's new collection. They're collabing with Snoopy, and this is adorable. I know a lot of people love to watch like Charlie Brown. Is it Charlie Brown's Christmas on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all that stuff? I know it's like a tradition thing. Definitely didn't grow up with it, but I've experienced it since I've moved to America. It's a pretty big launch. I think this is cute. Is it something I'm gonna buy? No. It's so funny when I see things like this. It reminds me of my old makeup purchasing habits where I would totally be all over a Wet n Wild collection like this, but my makeup preferences have changed, so it's an easy pass. We also have the Creature Feature collection from Trixie Cosmetics. So we've got like lip sets. We've got the Creature set, the Feature set, and the Synth set. I hope I said that right. So it's like a black lipstick, a green lipstick, and like a purpley lipstick. And there's also a gloss, and then you can get the bundle. It's going to be an easy pass for me, but very cool for the season. We also have the reveal of the new Moon Garden holiday collection from KVD Beauty. So this is going to launch October 24th at Ulta and November 15th on their website in custom packaging designed by tattoo artist Miriam Lumpini. And there's an eyeshadow palette and some tattoo pencil liners, 2 limited edition metallic shades in the tattoo pencil liners, tattoo liner duo, there's eye set with mascara, dazzle sticks, and the tattoo liner in Trooper. So I think this is one of those things where it's gonna take a while for KVD to separate themselves from KVD, like the artist, and KVD, the brand. This is what happens when brands kind of start with a certain person as like the face of the brand. I think it's the same thing with like Jeffree Star. If Jeffree Star was to ever step away from his brand, like what would the identity of the brand be? Because his makeup line is very much like him. And I think that's the same issue with KVD, is like you can't think of KVD as a brand without thinking of KVD the person and their artistry. I know they've like really screwed up as far as like reputation and stuff like that, but I'm just talking from like a business perspective. If people don't want to buy from KVD and they still want to keep the brand going, they're gonna have to make this change. And I mean, I know they did it with like the liquid lipsticks. I'm guessing, listen, I don't know exactly how like copyright works, but I'm guessing that if they wanted to continue using like the packaging, they would probably have to pay KVD some kind of royalty for like, because that design work is hers, right? Like that would be my guess. So I'm assuming they had to like repackage those liquid lipsticks, because if I had to guess, those roses and the intricate details were probably part of her, what is it called? Like it's part of her, like if I hand drew a packaging, like that would be part of, like somebody would have to pay me royalties to use that packaging. So I'm guessing that's why. And so it's really interesting that they went with another tattoo artist, but this is a lot different in a sense to me because it doesn't look as edgy. Color story wise, I mean, I feel like the beauty of KVD as a brand was they were so iconic when they started. Like some of those palettes now, like sure we'd be like, oh, that's so basic, but like her palettes, what was that one that was like the big upside down palette, the one that looked like a church, the stained glass one she did, even like her Monarch palettes from back in the day, those were like the eyeshadow palettes back in the day. So yeah, I think it's just gonna take a while, and maybe the transition will go okay. I personally just don't see the same vibe of KVD in this anymore, so easy pass on that. And you know what, for the sake of time, I think I'm gonna cut it short right there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it was a little bit like all over the place, but listen, I could go on and on and on about how like we're sleep training, and my daughter is literally getting up at like 5 a.m. and so she's actually napping right now, so I'm trying to capitalize on this nap time to get this video done. I had mentioned that I might switch it to Tuesdays. I don't know yet. It's so hard to kind of decide because I feel like I've got my whole routine going. So yeah, it's just gonna be a crazy week this week. So thank you for bearing with me, and I will see you guys in a new video very, very soon. Bye!